Hi everyone, welcome to an international episode of Fine Cider Friday, and today I have got a bottle of cider from Norway which has been sent to me by Thomas Diggervold of Festivhefnen, who I met a year or so ago, a couple of years ago maybe now, at Hawks in London when he was over visiting, and he's been on Fine Cider Friday before actually, you can look back and watch that video. And he and I did a bit of a cultural exchange where I sent him some UK ciders last year and he sent me some Norwegian ones, and this is one of the bottles. Now we're going to do an Instagram live hopefully next month in March, so look out for that. But this bottle arrived with a bit missing. The turbulence of the journey fizzed it up a bit and it kind of leaked out the cap, so I didn't want to leave that for a few weeks until we spoke, so I'm going solo with it tonight, and hopefully I will do it justice in terms of translation, but I don't speak Norwegian, so Google has been my friend tonight and hopefully Google is right. So this is from Hardanger Cider, who are based in the Hardanger region, which I think I visited. I have done a tour of Norway before, and we went into quite a lot of the fjords, but I think Hardanger was one of them. Beautiful place. If you check out their website, you can see all of the apple trees just growing along the fjord. It's just breathtaking. So this is called Sprudlende Harding. I don't know if I've pronounced that right, I hope I have, which translates to a kind of lively person based in from the Hardanger region. Fantastic label, hope you can see it. It's like a little comic story of a chap looking over the fence, looks like he's fallen in love with the lady picking the apples, but then as you go back round, he's then under the tree and it's actually the apples he's fallen in love with, and then he's enjoying a drink of it. So love that. I think if my translation is right, there's a couple of apples in here. One of them is Discovery, which you will know in the UK if you're watching. One of the only organic cideries in Norway. They use native wild yeast, and so they traditional processes: press the fruit, leave it to wild ferment. They sometimes add a little bit of sugar, I think, to get the ABV they want for a bit of consistency, and I presume in Norway obviously it can get quite cold, so maybe they don't have high sugars consistently, so a little bit of sugar, organic sugars added to get the ABV they want. And then it's filtered and blended and carbonated, so I presume it's also probably pasteurized just to stabilize it before it's carbonated, but I could be totally wrong there because my language is limited. But it was one of the top 8 ciders in Norway in 2020 in a competition. I can't remember all the details of that, but I'll discuss that at length with Thomas when we have our Instagram live. But let's taste this. Let's see what it's like. So, colour, really clear, crystal clear in fact. It's come out of the fridge a little while ago, but it's still cold. Nice straw colour. It is carbonated, and it did still have a fizz when I poured it, but it seems to have dissipated. So let's have a smell. Yeah, see, I'm going to go with that Discovery thing. I'm going to wed to it because it's definitely got that characteristic that you get from Discovery apples on the nose. Kind of really, lots of green acidity, really fruity, lots of floral to it, like honeysuckle or pollen, and then a bit of honey, and then some like citrus acidity, like grapefruit or lemon maybe. And then there's a little hint of maybe baked apple, which is what made me think they maybe pasteurize it, but it adds a kind of vanilla to that green apple, which is actually quite nice. So let's have a taste. That's lovely. Everything from the nose is on the mouth. You've got that little zing of acidity, which is like grapefruit and green apple. There's a real juiciness to it, like you've just bitten into the fresh fruit. I don't know what vintage this is. I couldn't see it on the label, and I couldn't see it on the website, but I could have missed it. But it still tastes really fresh, really clean. Let me just have another sip. It's on the medium side, I think, if I was describing it from sweet to dry. There's definitely a little sweetness on the finish, but it's so juicy. I don't know how much of that is just kind of me perceiving it, because it does really feel, it just feels like you're eating an apple. It's great. but it's actually really well balanced. I mean, I'd just love to sit out in the garden on a sunny evening and just sip this. It's just wonderful. It really reminds me a little bit of some of the Eastern County ciders we get over here, maybe something like the Wild Disco from Nightingale's, but it feels like it got a little bit more acidity. So I don't know what that other apple that's been added in there is, but it really brings that out, gives it kind of fresh vibrancy. Yeah, I really like that. Really like that. So thanks, Thomas, for sharing. Cheers to you. Cheers to everyone at Harding Cider. Hope I've pronounced everything right today, and please forgive me if I didn't. I really want to visit Norway at some point, so hopefully we'll meet. And cheers to the weekend.